Hello and welcome to a Mondo Street mini-pod. Today we're looking at Bone Tomahawk. I know we're originally due to look at Immaculate, but I only lasted 30 minutes of that, and maybe I'll go back to it. Anyway, once in a while a film comes around which kind of like slips under your radar, and it's kind of embarrassing when it does. People talk about it and you think, oh, what's that? Maybe the name isn't something that catches your attention, or maybe the poster is too generic. There's something about it which just doesn't catch your fancy. And Bone Tomahawk, a 2015 film, had completely gone under my radar. Lots of lovers of horror were talking about how good it was. Lots of lovers of westerns were talking about how good it was. And so I thought, let's have a look at it. Let's sit down, put our feet up, and settle in for 2 hours of horror western or western horror. So Bone Tomahawk is Kurt Russell, Patrick Wilson, Matthew Fox, Richard Jenkins, a small appearance by Sid Haig, who everybody will know from Rob Zombie movies. Even David Arquette pops up in this as a thoroughly unpleasant character. It centres around this small town where this group of cannibals called the Troglodytes are picking people off. They're also picking off travellers, people that are going to the Midwest. And they kidnap the town doctor. So the husband of the town doctor, played by Patrick Wilson, who is unfortunately injured. He has a very bad injury to his leg. Sets off with the town sheriff, Kurt Russell, his deputy, or standby deputy, I think they refer to him as for some reason, Rich Jenkins, and this uber-rich businessman, Matthew Fox, who claims to have killed 116 people or something like that. First things first, Kurt Russell is pitch perfect. You have a Western, you put Kurt Russell in it, he's perfect. He has this proper old-timey actor quality about him. And I think what you've got here is you've got him playing the sheriff. He is brilliant. He's the anchor through the whole film, through what is a fairly grim and tense film. I don't recall being as tense watching a film as I have for the last hour of this film. It is sublime the way it's done. It's very it's gory in parts. Obviously, it's a horror. With it being 2015, there's no or very minimal use of CGI. It's all in-screen practical effects. Some of them work not so well. But it's the violence towards the end of the film which is truly gut-wrenching. But it belongs there with this story. This isn't violence for violence' sake. It's not blood and splatter for that sake. It is intrinsic to the story so that people can see what they're fighting up against. The story arc for Patrick Wilson's character is particularly satisfying, as is Kurt Russell's. I think everybody does a fine job in this film. I'm truly embarrassed that I'm only getting to see this 9 years after it came out. I would have thought myself a bit more of a movie geek than to have missed something this good. It massively underperformed at the box office, but it's got a good cult following. Hopefully it's made its money back. I think it had a budget of like 1.8 million, so it can't be that difficult to get that money back. But it was great. It's available in the UK on Amazon Prime. 2 hours, 12 minutes, 18 certificate. Seriously, sit yourself down and watch it. It is brilliant. Hope you enjoy it. Bye.